let them put their numbers alongside. And like I mentioned too, we'll get across to business owners as well and everyone. Please let there be a difference. You see that next level for us this year, it's a must for all of us. Anybody who is not going next level is his fault or is our fault. That next level is our show. In fact, daily, it's a conscious and deliberate effort for me. So while we wrap it up for this session this evening, of course, having appreciated us for our time, I would love pass the microphone to the senior pastor just to help us put one or two things to it. Then he commits us still into the hands of God for a prosperous week ahead. So, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the speakers. Just some few things to add to all that we have learned today. Number one is don't let us leave here and I beg you. Then it means that this evening is wasted. So what's the takeaway? Your CV, you don't want it to remain the same now. Go on ChatGPT. Your CV there and put a prompt. If you want to apply for a job, whatever job, sales role, marketing role, customer service role, just put it there together. It will bring it up. All the issue that I was a teacher, should I now remove that? Don't worry. By the time you see the outcome, you will understand, because it's going to help you tailor it appropriately. That's the first thing. Then there's something I want, because it will reduce your originality and your capability before employer. Because everybody knows that people are using ChatGPT, but you have to be smart with it. And how to do it is, there are words that is attached to AI. I can give you an example. You can also go Foster. Anywhere you see Foster, F-O-S-T-E, is AI word. That thing is from AI. So I'm telling you, there are quite a number of words like that. People like us that are aware, once we see your write-up and we see those words there, we know this is gathered from. So that is what you now need to do. That once ChatGPT has done the work for you, you need to download it and go read it one by one and change. Foster, for example, just click on it. What is the synonyms? Promote, enhance. So you change those words like that. So you humanize it. Also, there's also help to humanize whatever you are doing. Those things are very, very important. Don't forget what they put there. Once ever you have done your CV, go on that app to go and check if your CV is appropriate. Because see, your CV sells you. If you have error on your CV, there is no guarantee you will tell me that you can do the job well. You need to be because this is you. You are marketing yourself. For example, let's assume you want to apply for sales. You can't sell you. They won't take you. Somebody is going to recommend you too, want to be proud of you. So it's very important. Very important. There's what we call ATS, Application Tracking System. Every CV for some organization, they put it in that application, the ATS. It will show it whether your CV should be taken or not. And that is why you need to use that app that Sister Dorcas showed to us. It's very important before you know that I have my CV, I can push this. It might look good to you, it might not look good to the employer. Very important. I also put here, check your email. I don't know whether your email is official. Official means there's some address that I used to see on CVs. Yemi for love at yahoo.com. Babi, all those, you better write complete. You better create a new CV, a new email that makes sense. All those yama funny name. You can be using that one to write friends, but official. Please create an email that does not look is it funky size or funky fies or whatever, that looks professional. Maybe your name with maybe 1, 2, 3. You understand? It's very important. Email that makes sense, because those are the things that we use to reaching out to you. When somebody will say, this CV is good, they say, let's look at the email. You now see Bades at gmail.com. Some people, that alone, because see, at the other end, this thing can also be subjective. As in the person who want to send is already having move on. This one is not even serious. What is meaning of Bades? So just be safe, because you are selling. So I've talked about machine language. I've talked about ATS, application tracking system. I've talked about email. Finally, somebody who is asking for difference between resume and CV. In Nigeria, it is used interchangeably. In UK, it's also used interchangeably. In US, it is distinct. Once it is CV, you should know they are asking for a specific thing. In Nigeria here, because we are just UK in the way we do things, so we mix it. Some people just send your CV, but the bottom line is make sure that your CV is quantified. Those are the prompts you put on your ChatGPT. Quantify it. It should not be qualitative. It should be quantitative. As in, let us know, I have been teaching I want to apply to a better school. You can't just say, I've been teaching. Quantify your results. Let people know that I move students from, I'm just giving an example. They've been scoring 50, 60. I've moved them to be scoring 9. That's, you have quantified. So they want to now, what they will now ask is, how did you do it? That alone will make them to call you. Because how did you move them? You can't just say, I've been teaching English and so. Anybody have been teaching? Now, what have you done that you can quantify with the teaching of English, for example? That is what will make them to say, let this person come and explain. They say they invite you for interview. And lastly, again, when it comes to interview, don't tell them what exists in your CV. Because they already have it. You start by telling them, depending on the question, that's what we call STAR method in answering interview question. Situation, task, result. Situation is S. T is task. You can go and Google it. STAR method of answering interview question. If you apply it, you can never fail any interview questions. I can tell you for fact. What it means is that when they ask you a question, describe a situation. Even if it has never happened, describe a situation in your head. What task that came out of that situation that you need to solve? What is the action you took in solving that task? Because they now believe that if that similar scenario happened, which you have had, result that came out of it. So we call it STAR. Google it. Go on YouTube to type STAR method of answering interview. You will see a whole lot of things. Google it. Ask ChatGPT. You will see it. It will help you in preparing for interview. And that should be the pattern. You should be answering questions in interview. I think I've talked about CV a little and interview. And in applying as well, please find out specifically how to apply. If it is everybody submitting CV, multitude, make your own. Because the same way you use ChatGPT, others will use too. The same way they tailor, everybody tailor. Sometimes just make your own distinct. And how do you do that? There are many ways. One of them is you can attach your passport to a corner. Go and check CV template. There's some CV template that has passports. Yes or no? It doesn't remove you. It's not your full body. You are not showing them bomb or showing them your face. It's a passport with a white background that you placed on it. You know, you scan it. It's what you are just doing, and it's at one corner, not bogus. You are just trying to be different from everybody. That alone, I know of organization in Lagos here. If you send CV, it's an underlying statement. If you send CV and your passport is not there, they won't take you. They won't even select you. I am privileged because I have an insider. And the person said, any CV that you don't see. And I said, what do you want to use the passport for? They just wanted you to, because you are too many looking for the same job, looking for all manners of things to little things. And finally, from here, going forward, if you want to apply for any job, feel free to share your CV in that WhatsApp group or reach out to any of these coordinators. Can you help me vet my CV? There's no crime there. There's no crime there. All the speakers here, share with them what they will see. Your age, Abby? Abby? Is that not the words they will see? What else again? What again they will? Eh? Tell me now. I'm just saying because people are very. I don't want them to see my CV. Now you Sabio. You are not ready. Maybe somebody go see him. So